highest seat of the Ferris wheel when it pauses in its turning.
The weeks that come before are only a climb from balm spring, and those that follow, a drop to the chill of autumn. The first week of August is motionless and hot, silent too.
Lake white dawns, glaring dunes.
Sunsets smeared with too much color. Often there's lightning at night, but it quivers, all alone. There is no thunder.
No leaving rain. These strange, breathless days.
The dark days, when people are led to do things they are sure to be sorry for after.
Good. I was thinking of my nap.
Why? There is plenty of time to sleep.
I want to dream that dream again. The one where we're all in heaven and have never heard a tree yet.
It's no use having that dream. Nothing is gonna change.
You tell me that every day. Anyways, I can't help but dream.
Maybe not, but all the same, you should have gotten used to things by now.
All the same, I'm still going to nap.
Well, I'm gonna take the horse and go down to the woods and meet them.
Me too.
The boys, our sons. I'm gonna ride down and meet them. The boys will be home tomorrow. The boys will be home tomorrow.
I know. Still, you better not go down there.
But I can't wait to see them. Anyways, it's been 10 years since I went to True Gap. No one will remember me. I'll ride in that sunset, just to avoid. I won't go into the village. Besides, if anyone did see me, they won't remember. They never have before now, did they?
No, but be careful. Someone may see you and then they follow you to the tree and then they find the spring, and if that happened, it would be a disaster.
We found the spring.
And look what it's done to us.
The Fosters live there now. It's private property. No one will trespass.
Except for you.
Well, I'm still going.
Suit yourself.
I am. Will you be all right by yourself tomorrow? We won't be back till late.
What in the world could possibly happen to me?
That's so. I keep forgetting.
I know. Well, anyways, have a nice time with Evan.
The sun opens its eye on the eastern horizon. Another heavy morning. Hot. Windless.
Breathless.
Suffocating.
I don't think I can take it much longer. When it Foster, don't sit on my dirty grass, just sing your boots and stockings. And don't stay out here too long. This breakfast morning is no good for you. Ugh. Oh, hello, Toad. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't hit you. I'm just so cross today. My parents and Granny are always watching me. If I had a sister or a brother, there'd be someone else, but there's only me. I'm tired of being looked at all the time. I want to be by myself for a change. You can understand how I feel. I want to get out and do something. I'm not exactly sure what, but something interesting. Something that's all mine. Something that would make a difference in the world. I'd like to be like you, out in the open and making up my own mind. Do you know, they've hardly ever let me out of the shower all by myself. I'm never going to be able to do anything important if I stay in here like this. I expect I better run away. You think I wouldn't dare, don't you? I will, though. You'll see first thing tomorrow, while everyone's still asleep. When it boss. All right, I'm coming. I mean, I'll be right there, Granny. I'll wait till you'll see. Just wait till tomorrow.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Where are you?
Yes.
A lovely thing to do on a summer morning. Such a lovely entertainment. I used to do it myself when I was your age. Of course, that was a long, long time ago. Is this your house?
Yes. Do you want to see my father?
Oh, perhaps in a bit, but I would like to speak with you first. Have you and your family lived here long?
Well, we've lived here forever.
Forever?
Well, not forever, of course, but as long as anyone's ever lived here. My grandmother was born here in Tree Gap. She says it was all trees once, just one great forest everywhere around. But it's mostly cut down now, except for our wood.
So I see. You would know everyone and everything that goes on?
Well, not especially, at least I don't. What?
Oh, I'm looking for someone, a family?
I don't know anybody much. Well, my father might. You could ask him.
I believe I shall. I do believe I shall.
Winifred, who are you talking to out there? It's a man, Granny. He says he's looking for someone. Who? Who do you say he's looking for?
Good morning, madame. Delightful to see you looking so fit.
And why should I be fit? He hasn't met that I can recall. Who are you? Who do you say he's looking for?
This young lady tells me your picture for quite a long time, so I thought you would know everyone and everything that comes and goes.
I don't know everyone, nor do I care to. And I certainly don't stand outside in broad daylight discussing such things with strangers. And neither does Winifred. So, if you'll excuse me, please. Master, I do believe it's come again after all these years. You hear that, Winifred? That's it. That's the elf music I told you about. Oh, it's been ages since I heard it last. This is the first time you heard it. Oh, just wait till I tell your father.
Wait, you've heard that music before, you say?
It sounds just like a music box. Nonsense. It's elves. Excuse me, please. Toad! Did you hear that music? Now I have something to do. Something that's all mine. I'm going to slip out right now and go into the woods all by myself and find out what really makes that music. Of course, while I'm in the wood, if I decide never to come back, well, that will be that. Well, maybe not all by myself. Flowers. What was that? We should go. But on the other hand, if it really is elves, we could at least have a look at them. Look, Toad. It's a boy. He's beautiful.
Well, you might as well get up.
I didn't mean to watch you. I didn't think anyone would be here.
What are you doing here?
It's my wood. I can come here whenever I want to. I mean, I've never come here before, but I could have any time.
Oh, so you're one of the fosters then?
I'm Winnie. Who are you?
Just Toad. How do?
She lives nearby. I've never seen you before. You come here a lot. You're not supposed to. It's our wood. But it's alright though if you do. I mean, it's alright with me.
No, I don't come around here. No, it's not my wood. But I'm glad it's alright with you.
That's good. I'll do anyway.
Why do you want to know?
I just wondered.
Well, in that case, I'm 104 years old.
No, I mean really.
Right. Well, then I'm 17.
17. That's old.
You have no idea.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married. Are you married?
Of course not. I'm 13, but I'll be 14 pretty soon.
And then you get married.
Is that good to drink? I'm thirsty.
No, that's not good to drink at all. Comes right out of the ground. Probably real bad and disgusting. You would hate it.
But you drink some.
Oh, did you see that? Well, me, I'll drink anything. But this is bad, really bad for you. You would not like it at all.
Why not?
Believe me when you foster. It would be mighty awful if you drank any of this.
Well, I don't see why not. I'm getting thirstier by the minute. If it didn't hurt you, it wouldn't hurt me. It's not Tom here who let me have
You're not going to
some.
tell us, are you? Oh, no. What am I going to do?
Jesse!
Oh, Mom, my house. They're here. They'll know what to do.
Jesse, where have you?
Who is?
Jesse. Well, boys, here it is. The worst is happening at last.
Does she know? I don't know.
Did she drink?
Not yet, at least.
Then we've got to tell her.
Before anything happens.
Well,
Just don't yell, Wayne Foster.
We'll explain everything. Come on.
This way.
we're not bad people, truly, I promise.
No, Miles, let us back. The horse is just around the bend. Come on.
We're almost out of the wood. My little girl, she's twisted her ankle. Gotta get her home.
Over here. Oh, stop.
Dear Lord, please don't cry. Please don't cry. Child, we're not bad people. Truly, we're not. We have to take you away. We'll bring you back just as soon as we can. Tomorrow. I promise. Tomorrow. I'm going now.
Oh, Ma, what are we going to do with the poor little tad?
We ought to have had some better plan than this.
That is the truth. The dear Lord knows we've had time enough to think of one, and how it had to happen sooner or later. We've been plain bone lucky it hadn't happened before now, but I never expected it to be a child. That's the music I heard this morning when I was out in my yard. My granny said it was elves. Dear me, no, it's only my music box. Do you want to take a look at it? I didn't suppose anyone could hear it. It's pretty. Winded up if you'd like to. Clockwise. It's pretty.
Believe me, Wayne Foster. We're your friends. We really are. It's just, Oh, Miles, how are we going to tell her? It sounds so crazy.
Sometimes I don't even believe it myself.
Believe what? 87 years ago, the four of
The
us.
three of us and our pop.
Angus, my husband. We came out from a long way in the east looking for a place to settle.
In those days, the wood wasn't a wood, but a forest that went on and on and on.
That's what my granny told me. Well, we said we thought we'd start a farm as soon as the trees ended. When we got to that part of the wood, we turned off the trail to find a camping place. And that's when we found the spring under the tree.
Oh, it was a beautiful place. Big old clearing, lots of sunshine. There was that tree with all its mounty roots. And the spring was flowing right all through. And we all took a drink. We all stopped. Even the horse did.
No, the cat didn't drink. That's important.
Yes, don't leave that out. We all had a drink except the cat. Right. Well, anyway, the water tasted kind of funny, but it just didn't matter to us. Made camp and Pa carved tea on the tree trunk to show where we had been. And then we went on.
We finally come out of the woods, pretty far to the west, and started a farm in a real nice valley. Put up a house and put down roots.
Then we began to notice something peculiar. Jesse fell out of the tree.
I was up there sawing off some branches before we cut it down. I was sawing and sawing and sawing, and suddenly I fell plumb on my head.
We thought for sure he'd broken his neck, but come to find out, it didn't hurt him a bit.
Not long after, some hunters come out one day at sunset. Our horse was out grazing by some trees, and they shot him.
Thought he was a deer, they said.
But the thing is, they didn't kill him. The bullets went right on through. Didn't hardly leave him up.
Then Pa got a snake bite.
Jesse ate the poison toadstools.
And I cut myself, remember? Slicing bread. Nothing. But the worst thing was, none of us was getting any older. We'd been there 20 years and had a nice farm and a lot of friends.
I was 140 by then. I married, had 2 children, but from the look of me, I was still just 22. My wife, she finally made up her mind. I sold my soul to the devil, so she left. She took the kids and went away.
Well, I'm glad I never got married.
We came on and we kept going, you know, as one does. Yeah.
Yep.
My husband, he said he had to be sure once and for all. He took his shotgun and pointed it at himself the best he could. And before we could stop him, he pulled the trigger. It went into his heart. It had to the way he aimed, straight on through. It scarcely left a mark. Just like that, like you'd shot a bullet through water. And he was just the same as if he'd never done it.
After that, we went sort of crazy. Heck, Winnie, we was going to live forever. Can you imagine how it felt to find that out?
But then we sat down and talked it over.
Yeah, we're still talking it over.
And we figured it'd be very bad if everyone knowed about the spring. Do you understand, child? That water, it stops you where you are. If you had a sip of it today, you'd stay a little girl forever. You'd never grow up, not ever.
You don't know how it works or even why.
Well, Pa knows. He thinks he knows, at least. Our Pa, he thinks that the spring and the tree was some plan the world should have been. A plan that didn't work out too good. When everything was made, the spring and the tree was all passed over. I don't know. Maybe he's right. But when I told you earlier that I was 104 years old, I was telling the truth. But I'm really only 17. And as far as I know, I'll stay 17 till the end of the world.
I don't believe in fairy tales. And I don't believe in granny stuff, so how can this be true?
But it is, Winnie, it is. Isn't it just amazing? You're the only person we've ever had to talk about this to. You're the only one that knows besides us.
Hold on. Maybe not. There could be a whole lot of others for all we know, wandering around just like us.
Yeah, but we don't know him. Winnie's the only person we've had in a long time to talk about this to besides us. Winnie, isn't it kind of peculiar and even kind of wonderful? I mean, think all the things that we've seen and all the things that we're going to see.
Talk like that'll make him want to run back and, I don't know, drink a gallon of this stuff. There's a whole lot more to this than Jesse Tuck's good times, you know.
Yeah, don't shut it. We might as well enjoy it while we got it. You don't be such a parson all the time.
I'm not being a parson. I just think you want to take it a little more serious.
Winnie, now you share our secret. It's a big, dangerous secret. We've got to have you help me keep it. I expect your full questions, but we cannot stay here no longer. It pains me to think about how your mom and Pa will worry, but there is just no way around it. We got to take you home with us. That's the plan. Talk to the one and talk it out. Make sure you see why you can't tell anyone about the spring. Come along.
You make me feel important. All right, I'll go with you.
It's real fine to have you along, Winnie, even if it's only for a day or two.
Hey, Ma, what'd you bring for food? I'm starving.
Just some bread and cheese.
Well, Winnie, you can have some of mine. As a new friend of the Tucks, come on.
Hey, that's my food.
Not anymore.
Hey.
You're my friend.
Why, of course we are.
The world really isn't so scary, is it?
Not always. Come along.
Forests, fields, and scrubby groves are vigorous with bees and crickets. Everything else is motionless, dry as biscuit, on the brink of burning. But under the dark pines, the late sun's brilliance penetrates, only in scattered glimmers.
Their branches stretch out protectively in every direction.
It's cool. So cool.
Blessedly cool and green.
This is it. Here it is. Hey, Pa. Here it is. Pa, come on, Moms.
Look at all this water. Yup, that's our pond. It don't take them more than a minute to pile in that pond. Well, you can't blame them in a heat like this. Come along now.
Where's the child? The boy said you brought along a real, honest-to-goodness natural child.
So I did, and here she is.
Oh, there's no words to describe how happy I am to see you. Why, this is the finest thing that's happened in... Does she know?
Of course she knows. That's why I brought her back. Winnie, meet my husband, Angus Tuck. Angus, meet Winnie Foster.
How do, Winnie Foster? Well, seeing you know, I can go along and say that this is the finest thing that's happened in, at least 80 years.
Now I'm going to show this child around inside, and you Tuck finish making that stew. Those boys will be hungry.
Enjoy the house, Winnie. You may find it a little worse for the wearer.
Don't mind him. Come along. Have y'all been away long too? It's for me such a dust thing. Good heavens, though. Tuck and I live here all the time. Only the boys have been away. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. Don't you worry. I suppose this place could use a good cleaning, but I can never seem to find the time. Here, wait. There's a mouse in that drawer. A mouse? Should we try to catch it? Why? Whatever for? It lives there. In the drawer? Of course. Well, this is our parlor, and that's the kitchen back there where Tuck is. Makes this place look neat, I guess. Watch them dishes, Tuck. He never seems to tidy carefully. Where do those stairs go? Well, they go up to a loft. That's when the boys go when they're home. They come back every 10 years or so, first week of August, so we can be a family again for a little while. Where do they go when they're away? What do they do?
Well, they go to different places and do different things. They work at what jobs they can get and try to bring home some of their money. He's a pretty good carpenter, but he's also a pretty fair blacksmith. Jesse now, that boy don't ever seem to be settled in himself.
That's too bad. Always moving around and never having any friends or anything.
Yeah, well, Tuck and I, we got each other, and that's a lot. One way or another, it all works out when you foster. Life's got to be lived, no matter how long or short. You got to take what comes. Funny, we don't feel no different from other folks. At least I don't. Sometimes I forget about it. I forget about it altogether. And other times it comes over me and I wonder why things happen the way they do. We are as plain as salt, us toughs. We don't deserve no blessings if it is a blessing. And likewise, I don't see why we deserve to be cursed if it is a curse. Still, there's no use in trying to figure out why things fall the way they do. Things just are, and fussing don't bring no change. Oh, there, boys, having fun. You're talking down to us. Would you put out the swimming? I got Winnie in here. Do you hear me?
Oh, come on, Ma. You don't think we just run in all together with Winnie Foster in the house?
Just jumped in with our pants on. We're so hot and tired to shed them anyway.
All right, go dry yourself.
Too late. Just put shirts on. Dinner's ready. This is a pretty good old Rolo. I can take you out for a roll after supper.
Well, no. Let me. I found it first. Come on. Winnie Foster, I can show you everything.
Hush, boy, hush. I'll take Winnie rowing on the water. There's a great deal to be said, and I got a feeling there ain't a whole lot of time.
Funny, Pa. Seems like time's the only thing we got a lot of.
You worry, Tuck? What stopped you? No one saw us on the way down. Well, wait a second. There was this one man on the road outside the tree gap, but he didn't say nothing.
Oh, he knows me, though. He'll tell my father who saw me.
He knows you, but you didn't call out to the child. Why not?
I was too scared to say anything.
I never thought we'd get to the point where we'd be scaring children. I guess there's no way to make it up to you, Winnie, but I'm sure I'm most awful sorry that it had to happen like that. Now, who was this man you saw?
I don't know his name, but he's a pretty nice man, I guess. He came to our house this morning, but he didn't go inside.
Well, that don't sound too serious, but just some stranger passing by.
But just the same, we gotta get you home again, Winnie, just as fast as we can. I got a feeling this whole thing's gonna come apart like wet bread. But first, we gotta talk. And the pond's the best place. The pond's got answers. Come along, child, let's go out on the water.
Of red. And pink. And orange.
The sun's dropping fast. Soft red sliding at you.
In the fading light, the trees along the banks lose their dimensions, flattening into silhouettes pasted to a paling sky.
It's a bullfrog. It's warning us to beware.
Warning us to be quiet.
See those dimples on the water, Winnie? It means it's feeding time. It's the best time to go fishing to make them up to feed. Oh, never you mind that bullfrog.
There's that bullfrog again. There's a thrush over by the pines and birches.
What a beautiful sound. So pure, clear, and lovely.
Know what that is all around us, Winnie? Life. Always moving, growing, and changing. Never the same 2 minutes together. Just one. You look at it every day and it looks the same. But it ain't. All day long it's been moving. Coming in through the stream back there on the west and clipping on out through the stream down east. Always quiet, always smooth. Moving on. You can't hardly see the current, can you? But it's there. And someday, after a long while, it finally goes on out to the ocean. That's that boat rocking here.
There's his brother's answer.
Or his mother.
You know what happens then to the water, Winnie? The sun sucks it right up out of the ocean and carries it back through the clouds, and then it rains, and the stream takes it all back. It's a wheel, Winnie. Everything's part of it. The frogs are part of it, the bugs, the fish, the wood thrush. And people. Never the same ones. Everywhere around us, it's just moving, growing, and changing. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it is.
How do you get to move on with your chores, boy?
I'll put the horse to bed. I'll get the dishes, Mom. But us tucks, Winnie, we're stuck. Stuck so we can't move on. We're just dropped off, left behind. All around us, things are moving, growing, and changing. Like you, for instance. A child now, but someday a woman. Someday moving on to make room for the new children.
I don't want to die.
Not now. Your time's not now. But dying's part of the wheel. Right there next to being born. You can't just pick out the pieces you like and leave the rest. Being part of the whole thing, that's the blessing. But it's passing us by, us tucks. Living's heavy work and off to one side the way we are, it's useless too. It just don't make sense. If I know how to climb back on the wheel, I'd do it in a minute. Listen, Winnie. It's something you don't find out how you feel about until after. If I know how to climb back on the wheel, I'd do it. If people know about the springs down in Tree Gap, they'd all come running like pigs to slops. They'd trample each other just to get to that water. That'd be bad enough, but afterwards, can you imagine? All the little ones, little forever. All the old ones, old forever. Can you picture what that means? Forever. Because they wouldn't know till then, and then it'd be too late. Do you see now, child, do you understand? Oh, Lord, it's just going to make you understand.
Bob! Bob, the horse is gone! Can you hear me, Bob? Someone stole the horse. It's not here.
Oh, it's begun, Winnie. Our secret's begun to unravel. Where will it end? Oh, Lord, where will it end?
I do understand. I do. I don't want to, but I do. I want to feel safe again. I'm coming.
Good evening, Mrs. Foster. May I come in? I can tell you've been waiting up. Well, I have happy news for you. I know where they've taken the girl.
You know where it is. Oh, thank God.
That's right. I followed the kidnappers, you see, and when I saw that they'd arrived at their destination, I took their horse and came directly back. You've been waiting all day. It must be quite a worry.
I'll just wait till I tell her parents. They'll be so delighted.
You know, I've come a long way looking for a wood just like the one you've got next door here. It would have been an awful great deal for me to own it. I wouldn't cut down many trees now, just a few. You wouldn't notice a difference at all, really. Dreadful thing, kidnapping. Isn't it fortunate that I was there as a witness? Why, without me, you might never have heard a thing. Rough country people, the ones that took her. There's no telling what a literature like those might do. Yes, it looks as if I'm the only one in the whole world who knows where to
exactly are you saying?
Now I don't have to spell things out for a woman like you. I've got what you want and you've got what I want. Of course, they might not find her in time. So, I want the wood and you want the child. It's a trade. A simple, clean-cut trade.
You can't be serious. That's blackmail.
I know. Well, done and done. I knew it. I said to myself, now this seems like an intelligent and reasonable woman. So, the rest is easy. You write it out on paper and sign it, giving me the wood. It's best, don't you think, to keep things legal and tidy. Then you send Mr. Foster to your local constable, and he and I ride out and find the child and the criminals.
But I think...
Oh, no, Mrs. Foster, I understand your concern, but none of you must come along with me. We'll do this my way now. Your terrible ordeal is almost over. I'm so glad I was here to help you out.
Let's beat off, don't it, Pa? Stealing a horse right under someone's nose? You got me there. The question is, was it someone, just some ordinary thief, or was it someone with some special reason? I don't like it. I got a bad feeling about the whole thing.
Hush now, Tuck. You are too much for words. There is nothing we can do about it now, so there is no sense in fussing. You've got no reason to believe that there's anything peculiar going on. Let's get a good night's sleep and figure things out in the morning when we're refreshed. You boys going up, but don't you get it talking. You'll keep us all awake.
All right. Good night, Mom. Good night, Papa. Good night, Mrs. Foster.
Good night.
Good night. Guess I'll talk to myself. Good night.
Good night.
Winnie child, you bed down too. You sleep first rate on our sofa over here. Thank you. I'm so sorry about everything. We just didn't know no other way to bring it back with us. I know it ain't very happy for you here, but, well, anyway, did you have a good talk with Tuck?
I guess so.
That's good. Well, I'm gonna go off to bed. You get a good night's sleep.
I'll try. We've been alone so long, we just don't know how to do visitors. Still and all, you being here, it's such a good feeling. I wish it was ours. Good night. Good night. Can't be true. They're crazy. Mom, Papa.
You resting easy, child?
Yes, thank you.
I've been thinking. I ought to be sitting out here with you until you go to sleep at night.
You don't have to do that. I'm all right.
But if you need anything, will you holler? I'll be just in the next room, and I'd be out here like a shot. Oh, it's been so long since we've had a natural growing child in the house. Try to get some sleep. That sofa there, I guess it ain't the kind of thing that you're used to.
It's not.
If that's no better, else I'll switch with you. Good night.
Good night.
Winnie Foster, you asleep?
No, not yet.
Well, listen, I've been thinking. Paul's right about you able to keep a secret. What, with you knowing about the water and living right next to it? But I've been thinking about something else.
What if you wait until you were 17? Same age as me. Heck, that's only 4 years off, wasn't it? And maybe if you wait until you were 17, we could give you some of the water, and maybe you could drink some of it. And then you'd stay 17 with me. Wouldn't that be wonderful? We can get married, and we can have a grand old time. Mom, Miles, they don't know how to enjoy what we got. But I do, and I think maybe we could. What do you think?
Well, yeah,
You think on it, Miss Foster. We should have a grand old time and never know to stop. Good night. Good night, Miss Foster.
Good night. So beautiful. It must be true. Oh, this is stupid.
The darkness begins to lighten, suffering back towards day, but the heat still threatens its seemingly endless hold on the air. Morning brings no relief.
First they rose me up in the middle of the night after I'd been up since some of that chocolate, and now I was supposed to roll me all the way. I gotta tell you, that horse mine is none too strong, and I don't have to hurry toward the rule. Most of the time it don't matter. Seems to me we can wait for it's on anyway.
The Fosters have been waiting up since yesterday morning. Naturally, they're very upset. The sooner we get out, the sooner the child will be with her family again.
So you can tell me how long it's gonna take? How far we gotta go?
20 miles north.
20 miles? Clear up in the foothills, that's a long way. All right, might as well relax. We'll be right in 3-4 hours, yes sir. It's something new in these parts. Kidnapping? Never had a case like this before, that I know of, and I've been charged going on 15 years.
You don't say.
It's a fact. Of course we got a brand new jailhouse, didn't you notice? Listen, it's a dandy. Give those folks nice, clean accommodations. We even got a gallows of our own if we ever need it. Keeps down trouble just hanging there. Say, you're kind of a close-looking fellow, ain't you?
Look here, you mind if I go on ahead? I'm worried about the child. You know the way now. I'll just ride on ahead and keep watch.
All right, you're such in a ding-dang hurry, but don't do nothing until I get there.
I won't. I'll wait outside till you come.
Did you get a gander at that suit? Takes all kinds. 20 miles.
Morning. The light is still pale.
In the ring of trees around the pond, the birds are celebrating, giving the new day a brass band's worth of greeting.
Oh, Miles. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm glad you're awake. You got me catching fish for breakfast. Oh, watch out for the hooks. How'd you sleep?
All right.
That's good, I'm glad. Haven't been fishing before?
No,
No, like it. It's a lot of fun.
it's beautiful here. So peaceful.
They'll be trout up by those reeds and stems. Here's your pole. Just ease the hook gently into the water. You'll know when you get it back. Wait, remember when I told you I had 2 children? Well, one of them was a girl. I took her fishing too. Her name was Anna. Oh Lord, how sweet she was, that child. It's clear to think she'd be close to 80 by now. She's even still alive. And my son, he'd be 82.
Why didn't you take them to the spring and give them some of the special water?
Well, we didn't realize about the spring while we were still on the farm. Afterward, I thought about going back. I wanted to, heaven knows, but wait. I would admit if I had. My wife was already 40 at the time, and the kids were near grown themselves. They never got close to the same age they were. It all had been so mixed up and peculiar, just wouldn't work out. I mean, fewer people know about the spring. Fewer ought to tell about it, right?
You really are going to take me home today, aren't you?
Of course we are, Winnie. Of course.
You certainly are a lot of frogs around here.
That's so. They'll keep coming too, long as the turtles stay away. Snappers now, lily frogs soon as look at them.
It'd be nice if nothing ever had to die.
Well, I don't know. If you think on it, you'd come to see that there'd be so many creatures, including people. Why, we'd all be squeezed up next to each other before long.
Okay.
Oh, you got one. Ooh, fresh trifectas. Ah, I got away.
I'm kind of you fish, Miles. I'm not sure I want to. But Miles, what do you do if you've got so much time?
Someday, I'll find a way to do something important. You know, the way I see it, it ain't no good just hiding yourself away from the world like Pa, lots of other people. And it ain't no good just thinking of your own pleasure either, like Jesse. You gotta do something useful if you're gonna take up space in the world.
But what do you do?
I don't know yet. I ain't had no schooling or nothing, and that makes it harder. I'll find a way though. Yeah, I'll locate something. Oh, now I got one. All right.
It'll be all right.
It'll be fine. People gotta be mean to you sometimes though when that means going things.
I don't know, but still.
Yeah, I know.
No love, huh?
Nah, they weren't there.
You'd like me out of practice. Tomorrow, maybe.
Sure, tomorrow.
I have breakfast already. No fish.
No fish.
Well, look a bed. You come and you're missing breakfast. Miles and Winnie's been up for hours out fishing and back already.
Fish, huh? How come we got no fish then? How come we got only laughing?
No, look, they wasn't biting for some reason.
Reason is, Miles don't know how to fish.
It don't matter. Come on, get your plates, everybody. Now this is real nice, having everybody here and having Winnie here. Why, it's just like a party here.
That's the truth.
Thank you.
Still, we got things to discuss. Doesn't matter the horse getting stolen. We gotta get you back home. How are we gonna do that without the horse?
After breakfast stuff. Don't spoil it to deal with a lot of talk. We'll get to it soon enough.
I wish I could stay here forever in this house. Grow up here and maybe when I'm 17 I could. I love y'all.
Who's that?
I can't imagine. We ain't never had callers here in all the years we've been here. And on the kitchen door, too.
I'll go.
No, I will go. Stay where you are.
Good morning, Mrs. Tuck. It is Mrs. Tuck, isn't it? May I come in? Miss Winifred, you're safe now. Come with me.
We was gonna bring her back directly ourselves. She ain't been in no danger.
You're Mr. Tuck, I suppose.
I am.
Well, you may as well sit down. You too, Mrs. Tuck. I've got a great deal to say and little time for saying.
Who in tarnation you think you
Hush,
are?
boy, let the man speak his piece.
That's wise. I'll be as brief as possible. When I was growing up, my grandmother often told me stories about a very peculiar family that her friend married into. She was married to this man for 20 years, and strange to say, he never grew any older. She did, but he didn't. Neither did his mother, or his father, or his brother. The town began to say strange things about this family, and finally my grandmother's friend decided that they were witches or worse. She left her husband and took their 2 children and came to live in my grandmother's house for a short while. I don't know what became of her, but my mother still remembers playing with the 2 children. There was a son and a daughter.
You've got no call to come and bring us pennies.
If you've got something to say, you better come to the point and say it.
Very well. My grandmother's tale fascinated me. People who never grew any older, it was fantastic. I decided to devote my life to finding out if the story could be true. 22 months ago, in desperation, I left my home and set out to look for them, following the paths they were said to have taken when they left. No one I asked along the way knew anything about them, or even recognized the name. Then yesterday morning, I heard a music box. My mother had told me that the mother of this peculiar family had had a music box that played a very peculiar tune, and my grandmother's friend, Anna, who sang the girl's name and her children, knew it by heart. They taught it to my mother, who in turn taught it to me. It was that very same tune I heard yesterday morning coming from the Foster's Wood. A few hours later, I saw that family at last taking Winifred away. I followed and heard their story, every word.
What are you going to do?
I own the wood now. The Fosters gave it to me in exchange for bringing Winifred home. I was the only one who knew where she was, you see. Yes, I followed you, Mrs. Tuck, and I took your horse and came directly back.
Horse thief! Get to the point. What are you going to do?
It's simple. Like all magnificent things, it's very simple. I own the wood now. I have a paper all signed and legal to prove it. I'm going to sell the water, you see.
You can't do that. You've got to be out of your mind.
But I'm not going to sell it to just anyone. No, only a few people, to people who deserve it. And it's going to be very, very expensive. But who wouldn't give a fortune to live forever?
I wouldn't.
Exactly. Ignorant people like you should never have had the chance. However, since it's too late to leave you out of what I'm going to do, you may as well join me. You can help me to advertise. You can set up demonstrations, things that would be fatal to anybody else but wouldn't harm you in the least. I'd pay for your assistance, of course, but it wouldn't take long for word to spread, and then you and your family could go on your way. Well, what do you say?
Freaks. You want us to be freaks in your patent medical show.
If the idea doesn't appeal to you, you needn't be in on it. I can find the spring minutes just as well on my own.
You're a madman. You can't let anybody know about that water. Don't you see what would happen?
I've given you your chance and you've refused it. I will take the child and be on about my business.
No, you can't take me.
You have no right. You're a madman. You're a madman.
No, out of my way. I have the law behind me.
You leave that child be!
You really thought you could get the water to yourselves? Your selfishness is quite extraordinary, and your stupidity. Once I find the spring and make Winnie drink some of the water, she'll do just as well for my demonstration. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Not Winnie! You ain't gonna do a thing like that to Winnie! You ain't gonna give her her secret!
Mom! I've never been so envious towards a man in my entire life.
No, don't say that! Don't.
Well now. I saw your fight back there in the trees. Is he dead? Nope, at least not yet. What'd you hit him for?
He was taking the child away. He was taking her against her will.
What are you trying to say? Taking that child against your will? That's what you've done? You kidnapped the child?
He didn't kidnap me. I came because I wanted to.
You wanted to? You wanted
That's
to?
right. They're my friends.
Well, anyway, I gotta take charge here. Get this fellow in the house before he cries. And you, woman, you gotta go with me. You ought to be let go right away. And the little girl, I gotta get home. I'll be back as soon as I can with the doctor. All right, let's get going.
No, we'll get you out right away.
Sure, Mom.
Don't worry about me, man. I'll make out.
Make out? You will be all. If this fella dies, you'll get the gallows make out.
The gallows. Hanging.
That's the law. Now let's get going.
Gallows.
Mr. Tucker, don't worry. Everything's gonna be all right.
Woman, here in front of me, I want to keep an eye on you. You fella better hope this fella don't die. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Everything will be all right.
You'll see. I promise.
Come along, child. Stay with me.
There is not the least hint of a breeze to soften the heavy August night.
Oh, but thank God you're home. This has been the longest day of my life. It lasted forever. We were all so worried about you. And to think you were kidnapped.
She was not. She went on her own free will. That's what she says.
No, I don't believe it. Why would you go?
I just wanted to. And they were very kind to me. They made me flapjacks and took me fishing. They're good people.
No, I don't believe it, not one bit. They kidnapped you. How can they be good?
They just are. You really trade that hand of the wood for me?
Yes. Guess he won't want it now. I suppose the wood would be ours again if he doesn't.
You mean if he dies?
It's been a long day. We should head in.
Granny, I feel funny. Different from before. I feel lonely, Granny.
Don't you worry, they'll be by in the morning.
I don't understand.
Well, of course I do. Now have a good night.
The sun has become a circle without edges, a roar without sound. But the sky is changing.
The leaves of the trees turn underside up.
That's that, Mrs. Foster. You can't press no kidnapping charges since your little girl claims there's no kidnapping. But it don't matter anyway, the doc just got back. The fellow you sold your land to? Yup, he's dead. Yup, she got with a good one and he never came to. There's an open and shut case. Since I've seen her do it, eyewitness, they'll hang her for sure.
Can I stay outside?
Sure, but come in if it gets too hot.
All right. Toad, oh, there you are. You won't believe what has happened. I saw a man killed on purpose, just to keep a secret. Oh, Toad, I have to help Mrs. Tuck. She can't go to the gallows because no matter what they do, she won't be able to die. No, but look at you. You look parched, so dry. No wonder on a day like this. Granny, can I have some water?
Of course, dear.
Better leave you right here. I don't think Granny would like you as much as I do.
Here's your water.
There's a toad out front. Looks like he's just about to die of thirst.
Those nasty things.
Not this one. He's always there, and I like him. Can I give him a drink of water?
Toads don't drink water. They absorb it through the skin like a sponge.
I could sprinkle some water on him, couldn't I?
I suppose, but come in if you get too hot. I've never seen cute like this before in my life.
Toad? Oh, he's gone. He must be all right if he can hop. Jessie! Jessie, I'm so glad to see you. What can we do? We have to get her out.
Well, Miles has his plan. He's real good with carpeting, and he says you can take those bars right off the window, and Ma can get out.
That sounds like it might work.
Only problem with it is that constable is so darn proud of having someone in that jail. He's watching Mom like a hawk. And we barely have enough time to get her out. Not even to put the bars back on the window. So we gotta run, and we're gone. Anyhow, Winnie, I came to say goodbye. Once we go, we won't be coming back to Tree Gap for a long time. 10 years, maybe even more. But Winnie, here. This is water from the spring. Take it. Please take it. And when you're 17, I want you to drink. And then come find us, or we'll find you. I don't know. Somehow we'll give directions, or we'll just come back. But Winnie, please. Please drink this water. Please say you will.
Jessie, wait. I can help. When your mother climbs through the window, I'll climb in and take her place. When the constable looks in, he won't be able to tell the difference. Not in the dark. I'll wrap myself up in her blanket, and I can hump up and listen a lot bigger. Miles can even put the nails back. It'd give you enough time. You'd have at least till morning.
I don't know if Paul's going to want you taking any risks.
It doesn't matter. Tell him I want to help. I have to help. If it weren't for me, there wouldn't have been any trouble in the first place. Tell him I have to.
All right. Can you get out after dark?
Yes.
All right, we're crossing. At midnight. I'll meet you right here.
Benefit? Who you talking to out here?
It's just a boy grinning.
It's been the longest week of my life. I think the Lord's almost over.
Yes, it's almost over.
We should be heading in now.
Granny. Yes. You trust me.
Odd question. You've been trusting lately? Of course I do.
Would you trust me even if I did something that seemed bad on the outside, but deep down I knew it was really good?
But if you thought it was truly the right thing to do, I'd trust you no matter what.
Thank you, Granny. At midnight, I will make a difference in the world.
Over the treetops, on the far horizon, there's a flash of white. It throbs without sound, like pain.
Wait!
That's
Are you ready?
it. Yes.
All right. Let's go.
Won't budge.
Remember when
Miles. Miles, will you put the nails back? Miles. Miles. My tux. My darling. They're gone.
It's been 2 weeks now. You're safe. If you were any older, you'd be in jail right now. That was a crime for what you did. A crime, you hear me? You were an accomplice to an escaped murderer, and you'd be punished badly. But you're too young to be punished by law. Worse luck for you. If I'd do it myself, I would. Well, I don't know what I'll do. But I'd do something good.
Toad. Oh, I don't know how to tell you all that's happened. The trucks are gone. I can't leave my yard or go anywhere without Mother or Granny. But the other kids like me. They used to think I was too pretty, but not anymore. Don't. Stop. Go away. Leave my Toad alone. Leave him alone. There. You're safe. There's always more water in the wood in case when I'm 17 and decide to go. But you're safe now. Safe forever.
Well, man, it's true yesterday. Look how it's changed.
It's been nearly 70 years since that time with Winnie. Things are bound to change in 70 years.
Look, man, that's where the wood used to be.
Yes, that fella back there at the gas station was right. Completely gone. Struck by lightning and plowed under.
God finally corrected his plan.
But at least we got nothing more to worry about.
Her cottage, that's gone too.
Yes, I do suppose that's where it was. Of course, it's been so long since we was here, I can't be completely certain.
Look, May, it's the cemetery. In loving memory, Winifred Foster Jackson. To your wife, to your mother, to your grandmother. 1870 to 1948. 2 years. She's been gone 2 years.
Is she gone?
She's gone.
Poor Jessie.
He noted, though we all know she wasn't coming back a long time ago.
Just the same. Well, where to now? No need to stay here no more.
That's so. Let's just wander off this way. We'll locate something.
All right. Watch out for that toad!
Giant cold thing sitting in the middle of the road. Must think it's gonna live forever.
August is over.
There is a feeling that the year has begun its downward arc. The wheel is turning again.
Slowly now. The soon to go faster, turning once more.
It's changeless sleep of change.